So we got our pressure plate here, we got our power wedge here. Talk about where the club is bottoming out, hitting it fat or hitting it thin, and how you'd use the pressure plate to help with that.
I'm excited about the power wedge right here. This has just improved this, and we loved it before, but I'm excited about it. It's really, again, to control your low point, you have to feel like at some point you're playing on a little bit of a downslope. So if I have a good weight shift here, I should be feeling this trajectory here before I stand up. This is the best representation for me in my skill build, is to hit the ground in the right place. And that's what we all fear.
So if you give an example of when your weight stays back, and where does the club hit? Back here somewhere?
Exactly. I can kind of show you. It's like the club's going to hit there. You know, if I move the ball and I spin back here, you can kind of see where I'm just sweeping the ground. I didn't really get any compression.
And some people mistakenly, in my view, think they're topping the ball. And they are topping the ball, but they're topping the ball because the club bottoms out before the ball and then comes up and hits it right in the forehead.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
And I think that's a lot more common than actually hitting the ball without the ground first.
I know.
On the top of it.
It's really back to those two components. It's, can I transfer my pressure? Can I transfer my weight, center of mass, whatever you want to call those things, and ball position?
Right.
Because I would move my ball back if I'm not hitting the ball consistently strong.
Yeah. I mean, if you think about it, golf is it's a game of mistakes, right? So we want to minimize the number of mistakes because you're moving a club head 22 feet at 100 miles an hour to hit something this big. I mean, what are the odds that we're going to do it perfect every time?
Yeah.
So it's not, the ball position doesn't have to be 3 inches off the inside of my left heel every time. If you're hitting behind it a little bit, adjust, move the ball back a little bit, work on your pressure shift a little bit, play with it and see what works for you. Ultimately, we each have to own our own swings.
We do.
We got to kind of figure it out.
It's individual and it's a matchup personal to each of us.
Yeah.
But that would be the first one. Here, let me.
Yeah, please.
Let me deal. I mean, I always start here, so I'm going to start left like this. Control this the best, just like that. Perfect hit, ball before ground, right?
Yep.
Every time. I mean, it's just so easy. And then as I start to rev this up, maybe I can move a little bit and see if I can get back to that same point that I was when I'm just stack left.
Yeah, that's a great call.
Yeah.
Work your way up to it. Start on the left and work your way up to getting that shift there.
Yeah.